My money is my money. Your money is also my money.
Your money is your money.
Our money is also my money. How do you approach money and finances with your spouse? Should married couples have totally separate finances or have combined finances?
Let's talk about couple finance in this video.
Hi there, we're Fran and John, the Corporate Breakout Couple. If you're new to this channel, we are a financially independent couple since the year 2020 at the age of 40 years old.
And we got there by having aligned vision and aligned goals together as a couple.
Most recently, we were asked a question on how we manage our finances as a couple. Let me tell you, it was a fantastic question that deserves an answer via an entire YouTube video.
First of all, we believe that in order to achieve any financial goals as a couple, there must be honesty and transparency.
No one can move forward if your starting point is not accurate or correct. For example, if you do not know where you are on a map, you'll never be able to get to your final destination. If you had watched some of our previous videos and been following us for a while, you'd know that I had actually incurred some debts from Malaysia, and then when I went to Singapore in 2010, I incurred more debts, but this time in Singapore dollars, right? So when I first got together with John, it was my decision to actually come clean with him and be honest about my debt situation.
Yeah, and I was very glad for that because it was on her own initiative to share with me about her financial challenges, and I was very happy to come together to help her come up with a plan to get out of her debt situation.
Yep, and I actually came clean because I knew in my heart that if we were to move forward to get married and have a future together, I will not be able to keep this secret inside. And
that transparency and honesty honestly is something that really helped us to build our bonds and strengthen it further, because finances doesn't need to come in the center of us, so that we have a lot less discussions and arguments around there. When our relationship got serious, we started thinking about our future together, and that includes our finances. So we got open and honest about finances, about what we have in our savings account, how much pay we have, such that we can come together to align, to have couple goals towards our financial future.
So the first step obviously was for me to clear all my credit card debts in Malaysia and in Singapore. And John came up with a financial plan that used my savings as well as a portion of my income every month to clear first the Malaysian credit card side and then clear the Singapore one. And I'm happy to report that within a year and a half, everything was cleared back to zero balances.
What was important at the stage of our life was to have an all-encompassing budget that's very detailed, that she followed religiously and make sure she's tracking them. Same as me as well, I have my own budget, such that we come very clean about our numbers, and then we can be really on top of our finances.
During that period of 1.5 years, obviously there were some sacrifices made, not only just on my side, but on John's side as well. For example, we both love to travel, and we had to cut our travels quite drastically because it wasn't fair, right? That while I'm clearing my debt, John had to foot the entire vacation bill. You see, when you're in a relationship with someone, it's not just you single alone anymore. You're now two people and you're in a partnership with someone else, right? So whatever you do impacts them and vice versa. Take health, for example. If you are single, you can eat all you want, you can sleep badly, you don't have to exercise, you get obese, and if say the worst happens and you die, you are not responsible for anybody but yourself. But the moment you're in a relationship or you have a family, you can't just think about yourself anymore when it comes to health. You have to think about your loved ones and your kids and your partner, that if something happens to you, whatever happens affects the other parties as well.
Your personal finance is just the same as your personal health. It is an individual's responsibility. Meaning, for example, your own health, right? You need to be the one exercising, doing the work, the one that needs to eat well and take care of your mental well-being, for example. So same as your personal finance. Individually, you need to be accountable and responsible for how you manage your money and how you put your money to good use. So that knowledge and that skill set is something that you need to build.
At the beginning of the video, I said my money is my money, his money is my money, and our money is also my money. That was obviously a joke, okay? In a marriage especially, there is no such thing as my money and your money. It's actually Our money is our money, which means that every dollar that both individuals earn actually is a shared resource in the marriage. If you have financial goals as a couple, it means that you have aligned goals and aligned vision, which means that your resources need to be aligned as well, right? It cannot be, I want to go this way and you want to go that way. It's like being in a boat. He wants to roll left, you want to roll right, and what will happen in the end? The boat goes nowhere. You just keep going in circles.
Now, as a couple managing your finances together, it doesn't mean you guys need to be rigid, right? Not everything needs to be split right down the middle, having joint accounts for every single thing. Using the boat as an example, each of you can have your own set of oars. Each of you can be rowing at different times so that the other person can be resting. Or you can come together and both row and be more efficient and move faster together. So there are different permutations that you can adopt together as a couple. In our case, we both still have our own individual savings account, our own credit cards, as well as investment accounts. We don't exactly split right down the middle, but more importantly, we harness each other's strength, knowing who is a better investor, for example, in a certain asset class, and then of course coming together and making a co-decision on what's the best move forward for the betterment of our future.
However, though, our net worth is actually tied intrinsically together, which means if I buy a $1,000 purchase, that $1,000 actually gets taken away from our total net worth.
You see, the key point is individually, we need to be financially responsible for managing our own money before we can come together to manage as a couple, and we should always be striving towards improving our financial literacy.
Now, don't be like those couples where the wife doesn't know how much the husband earns, the husband doesn't dare or know how much the wife earns, and then it just becomes a my money's my money, your money's your money, you can do whatever you want with your money, but just don't touch my money. That is a relationship doomed to fail. Many couples actually tiptoe around each other when it comes to the topic of money and finances. They are so scared to broach the topic about money, about salary, about their future, when it's actually very, very crucial because your lives are entwined together so intricately that one decision affects the other, right? And if you can't talk to your other half, your spouse, about money, then who can you talk to?
You see, guys, the issue here is as long as the couple keep avoiding money topics, the money problems will keep coming right to the center of the relationship, because as long as you keep sweeping under the carpet, right, all these money issues, one day it will blow up in their face and definitely affect their relationship.
And money is one of the top reasons for divorces for marriages. Ladies, I know that your lives are much easier if you push all the financial stuff to your husband, right? And you tell yourself, oh, I'm so scared of the big numbers. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. It's so complicated. Finance and money matters are so complicated. Well, let me tell you this, you're not doing yourself any favors by playing the victim and using this excuse, because what if something happens to your spouse one day? Then what, right? So please take responsibility and ownership of your money, especially if you are the one working and bringing back all the money with your salary. Take ownership, know where your money goes to every month, and have a budget, have a financial plan, and be financially literate. Don't push all the financial responsibility onto your husband, and then if something happens and he mismanages the finance, then you become the victim and you play the blame game. Oh, it's all your fault. You see, you do not know how to manage our money properly, right? And vice versa as well for the men, right? That's why financial goals must be done together as a couple, because it's both your financial responsibility. If what we have shared today has piqued your interest and you realize that, yeah, perhaps you want to work on your financial literacy so that you can take back control and handle your finances responsibly, well, we've got good news for you.
Yep, come join our free masterclasses that we conduct a few times a month, where we cover on topics on financial literacy, how you can manage your finances together as a couple, about early retirement, breaking out the rat race, and many more.
Click on the link below to register for our free masterclasses. And also, did you know that we've got a Facebook group called the Breakout Community by Fran and John? We'll put the link below as well.
If videos like this where we share our finances together as a couple resonate with you and you would like more of such videos, comment below couple so that we can go on and create more videos like this.
Let us know. That's all from us today, Fran and John, the Corporate Breakout Couple. Remember to like this video, share this video with all your friends, single and married, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.